So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So today we got the official news of the Christmas celebration in One Piece Treasure Cruise. It's going to be a thank you for this year's Sugo Fest with only units from 2023. And it's going to be the return of Wapol Assault, which if you don't know is probably the best content to farm cotton candies. And I would say that what I like about this is that Christmas is all about traditions in many places in the world, including in my country. So this is basically the Christmas tradition of One Piece Treasure Cruise. So in that way, I appreciate it. But on the other hand, like none of these two are that exciting. And if you have a lot of cotton candy like me, Wapol is mostly a chore more than anything. But traditions doesn't have to be the most fun. It just has to be there. So they are here. Let's talk about both of them. As for Wapol Assault, there's actually been no changes. The way Wapol Assault works is that there's 3 difficulties. You can do each difficulty 100 times, so 300 times total if you want to do all of them. But if you only do the hardest difficulty with the best drops, you only have to play it 100 times. I usually do the final 2. I don't think I do the first. And well, the second difficulty, you usually use some non-boosted units that can wave clear to speed it up. But for the hardest difficulty, you usually bring a full boosted team to maximize drops. But there might be some who drop maybe 1 or 2 units to speed it up a bit. And yeah, it's the same booster list as always with Legend Chopper boosted. So you want to run double Chopper. We have Dr. Kureha boosted. This is a limited unit with Hiruluk. Will be available on the Christmas Sugo Fest. I think some years they've been on the Kisna Sugo Fest, but this year they will be on the Christmas Sugo Fest. And then we have old Christmas units. Most of these are limited except for the Nami and the Cavendish and the Shirahoshi. And I will say that the intended team to be used is the Nami, Cavendish, Shirahoshi, Hiruluk and Dr. Korea and Chopper together. So if you have those, you don't really have to care about the other units. So yeah. I usually try and clear this pretty early, but my main issue with this content is that it starts one day after the Christmas Sugo. So for me, this starts on December 24th, and in Sweden, where I'm from, we actually celebrate Christmas on December 24th. So I won't have much time to play. I will probably upload some video though, since I usually wake up before my family, so I will have some free time before we get started with the Christmas celebration. So expect some video from me, just showcasing different teams. The main change in this content has been that Nami and Cavendish actually have level limit break now, so might be possible to do something, maybe a Nami captain team if you don't have the Chopper, for example, and maybe run Chopper Frank captain. I might do something like that. So yeah, that's the Wapol content. Let's talk about the Christmas Sugo Fest. And there's some special things with this. The first 10 multis, every multi is only 30 rainbow gems, which means that if you do 10 multis, that's 300 gems. Usually you spend 300 gems on 6 multis, so that's quite the difference, of course. And not only that, we only have 22 legends available, and all of these are released this year. So if we talk like value of Sugos, you of course have Super Sugos, then we have like the limited or the mode Sugo Fest like Treasure Map, Kizuna, Pyro Rumble, stuff like that. Of course we have the Anisugo a bit on the Super Sugo Fest. But after that, this is probably the best Sugo you'll ever get in terms of both being cheap and you're going to get good stuff. And of course you can also get Korea and here look as a special. So yeah, ever multi 30 grams, and then 50% also guarantee a legend. So it's pretty neat. The main issue for me with these kind of Sugos is of course that all legends you can pull are only normal legends, and a lot of them have actually been out for quite some time, which is, it is what it is. Like, sure, if you start with maybe Jack or Queen here, I wouldn't mind pulling most of those 10 units about them. And I actually lack some of these, like the 4 most recent legends here, or the 3 most recent, I don't have. And a lot of the others, yeah, I get to that in a bit. And also same for the rare recruits, and I actually lack a ton of these. So yeah, in that way, it's probably not worth pulling. Better to say for the New Year's Sugo Fest, Super Sugo Fest. But there are some things that makes this better than it usually is. And the main thing I will say, well, if we talk personal for me, so one of those reasons is that I've not been pulling that much, which means that I actually lack some stuff and don't have many dupes. So in that way, for me, it gets a bit higher value. But the main reason I think this is a bit more value than usual is that most of these legends actually have final taps and super tenors now that can take some time to max. So this makes it a lot easier and cheaper. But like, no matter how you spin it, most people will own these eventually. Won't take too long. And even if you don't pull that much, like, you will get them to max final tap or super tandem eventually. So there really is no rush. Then again, the main unit here for me is the Uta, because for me she's one of the best legends this year, including Super Sugo Fest and such. She's incredibly good. So we'll have to see, like, is she on the New Year's Sugo Fest? Is she on a good part? Do I want to pull her? Because like, if the Sugo Fest is ending here at the end of December, and I still don't own Uta, in particular Uta, then maybe I will do a few YOLO pulls just to see if I get her, just so I have her, because I do really think she is that good. I really want to have her. I don't really care about not having Kizaru Fuji or Kanjuro, even if I think Kanjuro is pretty good. Kizaru Fuji is absolute trash though. But yeah, there are some units not present here. We have the Hiyori and V2 Momo, V2 Hiyori, V2 Momo. Not that surprising, since they are still on their own Sugo Fest, and they won't be on the New Year's Super Sugo Fest either. They might be if you get a part 1 with all legends, they will probably be on that, otherwise not available. But the most weird omission here is the Katakurian Oven, which hasn't rerun yet. And I see no reason not to put them on this Sugo Fest, but that's what they did, which is just weird. And then I wonder, is every unit here actually 2023, like the final 6 legends, like Black Maria, who's Sasaki? Pretty sure they are way more than 1 year old. But yeah, maybe they mentioned it here in the timeline. Yeah, okay, maybe they're from October. Guess that's okay. But I'm pretty sure that Kid and Law were way before that. And of course, Chopper is a special case, but I feel like Kid and Law are older than that. But maybe I'm mistaken. But yeah, I can't say I recommend pulling, but it's not the worst Sugo Fest to YOLO a bit if you feel like it. There's been a lot worse Sugos in OPTC, and in terms of step-ups, it doesn't get any better. So yeah, that's my video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.